Extremely sorry for the delay, everybody. Now we will be starting. So, welcome to MEPL classes. Mohit Sir introduced international courses to MEPL classes just last week, and he has introduced CFA course into MEPL. So since we have launched the CFA course in MEPL, we have been getting a lot of queries. And what is the number one query of every student that we have received? Why CFA? Everybody has been asking the same thing. Why is CFA the right course for me? So let us get into it and let us understand what is CFA, why is it the right course that you should be taking to take your career to the next level. Number one, so in the field of finance and investment management, CFA is considered to be one of the highest courses. If you want to achieve excellence in finance, you want to have a career in stock markets, investment analysis, or portfolio management, then CFA is the right course for you. CFA is a very practical course. It is not something that is very theoretical. You will understand that there have been times when in many courses in India, many Indian courses, you will find that it is very theoretical and you are just mugging up things and you're passing the course. CFA is not that. CFA is one of the most practical courses and its syllabus keeps on changing. A very interesting example of it will be like this year, CFA introduced geopolitics in its curriculum, how geopolitics is impacting the stock market. Just imagine that geopolitics, which has become so relevant in recent times, has become a part of the CFA curriculum as and when it became relevant. Another very good example would be cryptocurrency. So I remember while I was studying for my CFA exams, that is exactly when cryptocurrency became very relevant in the modern world. And that is exactly the moment when the CFA Institute introduced cryptocurrency into their curriculum. So you must know that if you join CFA as your, if you consider CFA as your course, you will be learning something that is relevant in today's world. So for learning anything finance, for learning anything investment, you must do CFA. Next, what do you get from CFA, from the CFA program? Now, quoting from the CFA website itself, the institute is focused on knowledge, skills, and value. They do not want to create people who just can say that they have the CFA degree. They do not care about the degree. What you are learning with CFA, you are getting the knowledge. So even if you do not have the degree, but you have completed the course, you will have the knowledge and the skills to become an investment advisor, an investment analyst, and a lot more. And finally, CFA charter. In today's employment scenario, when everybody knows that there are being so many difficulties in the whole world, CFA is an international course, so it is relevant not only for India but for the entire world. CFA professionals are in more than 140 countries, and companies in more than 140 companies accept the CFA program and the CFA charter for job progression. So it will help you become a professional in not only India, but all around the world. So CFA is the right course for you if you want to become relevant, not only in India, but the entire world. If you have any doubts about it, what I suggest to my students and what I've always suggested is that you can simply open LinkedIn and you can search CFA. You will find a multitude of jobs being offered by every single major bank, investment advisory companies, portfolio management companies, mutual funds, and a lot more. Every single company that has anything to do with investments, with finance, is hiring CFA professionals. So all this is basically telling you why CFA is something that will help you advance your career and help you advance your skill set. Next, who is hiring CFA? So like I just told you about the companies, the top companies which are hiring CFA might be JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. It can be Goldman Sachs. Every major company in the field of finance is hiring CFA professionals. So get ready to do the best degree in finance and take your career to the next level. But now there are many queries, like the queries that we have been getting. One of the most relevant queries was that how much does CFA cost? And there's this myth going around that CFA is a very expensive course and you won't be able to afford it. But let me tell you, it is just a myth. There's no such thing that CFA is very, very expensive. I have put out the total cost of doing CFA that you have to pay to the CFA Institute on the screen. So the first thing that you have to pay is the one-time enrollment fee that you have to pay only for the first time. That is equal for the 3 levels. You have to pay it just once. So it is $350. And if we divide it on all the 3 levels, it gets reduced to just 100. How much? $117 approx if we divide it across 3 levels. So the one-time enrollment fees that you have to pay just once initially. Then after that, you have to pay an exam registration fee for all 3 levels of CFA. Now you will see that there are two payments that are mentioned on the screen. One is early registration fees and the next is standard registration fees. So what is the difference? If you look at it, it's just the benefits of being early. So CFA Institute is very it's very punctual and they reward being on time. So if you register on time, you will get the benefit of low cost. So you will be able to register for only $900 instead of $1,200. And if you convert that to Indian rupees, that will come approximately to about 70 to 73,000. That is the early registration fees. So you can pay just $350 for the one-time enrollment and $900 for exam fees. That is the total cost of giving CFA. So the myth that CFA is very expensive is just that. It's just a myth. If you compare it to any other professional course, it might, if you compare it to other professional course and consider the tuition fees, it might actually be cheaper than other professional course. So do not fall into the myth that CFA is one of the most expensive courses. There is no such thing like that. And one more interesting fact, CFA Institute from this year CFA is launching an EMI scheme only for Indian students. So you heard it right. So if you're an Indian student and you want to, you cannot pay the entire sum of money at one go, you can go for an EMI scheme. The details of the EMI scheme are listed on the CFA website. And apart from the EMI fees, EMI scheme that the CFA has introduced, there is one more scheme, scholarships. So if you're a good student and you cannot pay the entire fees at one go, you can apply for scholarship. Now, I will not say that CFA Institute accepts scholarship for everybody, but if you're the right student, you can apply for a scholarship and you will definitely get one. And apart from economically challenged scholarships, there's one more special scholarship that is for women. So I will not say that CFA Institute is giving scholarships to everybody, but working women are given a preference by the CFA Institute for scholarships. So you will be able to do the CFA course for a much lower fees than the general students. Coming now to eligibility. The next question that I have students have been asking me is, am I eligible to give the CFA course? Because one very important fact was that 1 year back, even till 1 year back, students were not allowed to give CFA while they were pursuing their bachelor's in the second year. Students could have started CFA only from their final year of bachelor's degree. But this changes from today. This changes from this year onwards. Nowadays, you are allowed to give CFA if 2 years are pending for your bachelor's. So if you are pursuing BCom or BBA as your degree, from your second year only, you are allowed to appear for the CFA exam. You are allowed to appear for CFA level 1 exams. So you can start preparing for your CFA level 1 exams from the first year itself. Just think how great that is for your career. You do not have to wait for your bachelor's degree to end to pursue a professional course. You can start preparing for it right now. You can start preparing for a professional course from the very first day of your bachelor's degree. And in the second year, you can appear for CFA level 1 exams. That is the right path that I would suggest for your professional course, for your professional degree. Apart from that, there are two more eligibility criteria. If you have completed your bachelor's degree, then also you are eligible to appear for the CFA exam. Or consider somebody who does not have a bachelor's degree. So CFA Institute does not preclude people who have not completed the bachelor's from appearing for the exam, and people who have relevant professional experience for 4,000 hours over a period of 3 years, even they are eligible. So now what is considered to be relevant work experience? That is available on the CFA website, and anybody who wants to know the relevant work experience and cannot find that on the CFA website can ping me and I can tell them where to find it. And finally, let's come to the CFA exam cycle. So CFA level 1 currently, so it changes very often, but right now, for 2022 and 23, CFA level 1 will take place once every quarter. So CFA level 1 will be taking place in February, May, August, and November. As for level 2, it will be taking place thrice during the year. For 23, the relevant months are May, August, and November. And finally, level 3 takes place only twice. And for 23, that will be May and August. Those are the relevant dates that are important for you guys. And go on the CFA website to check out what are the when is the early registration expiring, so that you can pay only $900 to register for your exams. So MEPL classes is bringing live face-to-face first time in Calcutta. 1 second. So MEPL classes will be bringing live face-to-face classes for everybody. If you want face-to-face classes, interaction with the educators, come to MEPL. We will provide face-to-face and live at home classes to everybody. And if you are late in joining the CFA class, then recorded classes are always available for you. We will be opening the chat for any sort of queries that you may have, and you can ask any queries. So I will be opening it. 1 second. So you are not now allowed to unmute yourself and ask any queries that you may have, and I'll be taking those queries.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Priyanka this side from Kolkata. Sir, I want to ask, what is the difference between early fees registration and standard fees registration? And why there are two different fees for exam registration?
Okay, so hi Priyanka. Thank you for the question. So like I said, that CFA Institute, it gifts you for being punctual. So if you are on time and you register within the time limit, then you will be getting a special benefit from CFA at a reasonable and a lower cost. It is the same exam, but the fees is lower if you register within the time limit. So I'm sorry to say that for May exams, the early registration time has already expired, but for the August 2023 exam of level 1, you can still register and pay only $900. But if you want to register for the May exams, you will have to go through the standard registration process and pay $1,200.
Thank you for the information, sir. Also, sir, I have completed my graduation 2 years ago. So can I prepare for CFA? Can I start preparing for CFA?
100%. So like you said, CFA originally was meant for only professionals. Every person who was working professionals were going for the CFA degree. The change has only come recently when CFA Institute has seen that even students are going to for the CFA curriculum, and they are finding it relevant for them. So the CFA curriculum is relevant not only for students but also professionals all over the world. If you are in the field of finance, CFA is the course for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes,
Good
Cosmo.
evening, sir. Good evening, sir. So I'm pursuing CA course right now, and I've completed my graduation like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Right now, I'm looking for a career in finance.
Okay.
So will be doing pursuing CFA. Add something for in my CV.
100%. So, like I said, I know a lot of people who have been who did CA, and they are currently in jobs as financial analysts in different companies. So this is something that I'll be sharing from my personal experience and my friends who have been working in many MNCs. So the MNCs have been offering them promotions and bonuses for doing CFA. So a lot of CAs who are working as financial analyst or FP&A analysts in MNCs, they are getting bonuses, promotions just to pursue and do CFA. So it is very relevant, and it is a very good combination with CA, I would say. Like, I hope you know, I myself have done CA and CFA both. So, and the two courses complement each other very well. So if you have done CA, you will find CFA much more easier, and it will be much, you'll find a lot of common topics in CA and CFA, and it will be a good boost. Like if you do both of them, it will be a very good boost for your career.
So will I be able to eligible for any exemptions or something like that in subject?
No. So CFA does not offer any sort of exemptions, but you will find a lot of similarity in the two exams. So CFA will be very easy if you have already completed CA with
Thank
SFM.
You, thank you.
Sir, hello sir.
Hello.
हेलो
हेलो
सर, मेरा एक डाउट है। मैंने सीएफए के क्लासेस लिए थे एक जगह से, लेकिन क्लासेस करने के बाद सर वो टोटली मतलब 3-4 साल पुराना क्लासेस वो लोग हमको दे दिए थे, तो जिसके कारण मेरा एलिमेंट क्लियर नहीं हो पाया सर। अगर मैं MEPL से क्लासेस लूंगा तो मेरे को लाइव क्लासेस मिलेंगे क्या?
100%. So we are not doing anything that is old or anything that has expired. We are doing everything that is live, fresh, and new. Every single class that will be done will be recorded with you. And if you have missed it, if you have missed the live classes, recordings will be available for you immediately. So you don't have to worry. All your queries will be looked after within the moment, as and when you are learning. Every class will be recorded every week. So it's not like you will have access to for the whole course on day one. You will be doing the live classes as and when we progress. Okay, so I have gotten a few written questions. Let me attend them. So Vishal has asked, when will classes be held? We will be starting our classes from the first week of December itself. So be ready, enroll fast, and do face-to-face CFA learning from 1st December. Whether revision and mock test will be done. Yes, Priyanka, after our syllabus is complete, we will be conducting mock exams. We will be doing a revision session. We will be doing everything with you. Don't worry. MEPL classes will be with you from the very time you enroll to MEPL till your placement. Yes, you heard it right. We will be there to support you even for your placement.
Sir, I have one question. My name is Sarvesh Agarwal.
Hi, Sarvesh.
Yeah, so actually, I have taken classes previously, and I am going to sit down for my level 2 CFA examination, that is tomorrow.
Okay.
So, sir, I was actually looking forward to some good lucks, and also because I had taken classes from someone else, I would not like to take the name because it's a public platform. I have suffered with the same issue that one of our friends have just addressed right now. The thing is that, can I avail classes for level 3 also from MEPL?
First of all the best, Sarvesh, for your exams tomorrow. But I'm really sorry. We'll be going through level 1 first, and we'll be introducing level 2 and level 3 as and when we progress. So first we'll be starting with level 1. Then after the entire tuition for level 1 is complete, then we'll be introducing level 2, and after that level 3. So I'm really sorry, but level 3 won't be available at the moment.
Okay, so can you please address me with the syllabus and the subjects, because even my younger brother is also pursuing CFA, so he will be enrolling himself for level 1. So on the basis on his behalf, I would like to know what is the syllabus actually, because there's a lot of confusion behind, and I have also addressed him, but visiting and dipping into the brochure and everything, there's a little bit of confusion for him to understand the syllabus, particularly when he is actually not from the particular CA or CS or CMA background. So can you please provide me with a little bit of details regarding the syllabus?
So if you look at the subjects, CFA, the CFA levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, all have the same subjects. We start with ethics. So CFA Institute gives a lot of relevance and importance to ethics. 1 second, there's got a bit of... So the CFA Institute gives a lot of importance to ethics. And you can see that for every level, ethics has a lot of exam weightage. Then is quantitative methods, that is. It is similar to statistics. We have economics, financial statement analysis, which is similar to accounting and accounting policies, accounting standards. Next is corporate issuers, portfolio management, equity, fixed income, derivatives, and alternate investments. So for like derivatives, you will be learning about calls and puts, futures, all that. As for portfolio management, you'll see that the weightage given to portfolio management is very low in the first levels. But as we move forward in the final level, portfolio management is carrying a weight of as high as 35 to 40%. So the subjects are very similar across all the levels, and we'll be focusing around all these things. Next, Priyanka has asked, please explain the difficulty level. So Priyanka, CFA, as far as CFA is concerned, for level 1 and level 2, both are completely MCQ exams, and level 3, you will have 50% MCQ and 50% written. So in CFA, unlike other courses, there's very low subjectivity. If you know the subject, if you know what you are doing, you will definitely pass and you will definitely get good grades. It's not like other exams where the examiner's subjectivity is involved. If you have learned properly, if you have done all your due diligence, you are definitely going to get good grades. So I'm not going to say it's a very easy exam. It definitely requires a lot of technical learning and understanding, because in the exam, you won't be getting any repetitive questions. Every exam, every question is new. But if you know your stuff, you're definitely going to pass. No questions. Thank you, Vishal. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. So are there any more queries?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello, this is Priya. I wanted to inquire whether we will also have recorded batches in case I miss any classes of mine, or
Yes,
any
Priya.
backup options.
Yes, Priya, definitely. The recorded classes will be available as and when the live classes end. So if you could not attend any live class, the recordings will be available to you on your phone or laptop, depending on which course you choose for.
Thank you, sir.
So now if there are no more queries,
Hello.
I will be...
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir. My name is Karishma Bajaj, and
Hi,
I
Karishma.
want to ask the paper format is whether in MCQ or in written pattern.
Okay, hi Karishma. So the first and second levels of CFA are completely MCQ based, but level 3, there is 50% MCQ and 50% written, 50% subjective.
Okay, sir.
I hope that solves your query.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Reema, yeah, yes.
So this is Piyush. May I know how much time will it take to complete the syllabus of level 1?
Okay, hi Piyush. So we recommend 230 to 250 hours to go through the syllabus, and after that you need to do revisions and mock tests. So if you start right now for the May exam, you will be ready.
And where will exams will be held in Kolkata?
Yeah. So exams are held all across India. Wait, let me open the exam center list. See, these are the cities. I hope you can see in the background. These are the cities where CFA Institute centers are located, where you can give exams in India. Apart from these, there are a lot of countries in which CFA Institute conducts their exam. You can check for the exact location of the centers on the CFA Institute website.
Thank you, sir, addressing our query.
So Rima Dhiman has asked, is CS and CFA a good combination? Okay, so Rima, the thing is CS and CFA are very different. So CS is more law-based and more legal terms, while CFA is more finance-based. So I would not say that they are not a good fit. You can definitely pursue the two together because they are giving you a very diverse knowledge base. But employers are not generally looking for CS and CFA together. So if there are no more questions, I will be explaining how you can go to our website.
Sir, what is the course duration?
Yes.
What is the course duration?
The course duration will be approximately 250 hours.
For all level, keep for one CFA
For level 1, for level 1 only. For each
for
level.
level 2?
Yeah. For level 2 also, it will be similar. It might be slightly higher for level 2 and 3, level 2 and level 3, but for level 1, it is going to be somewhere around 250 hours.
Any job opportunity after clearing level 1?
Yes. So there are a lot of companies which are hiring even for level 1 pass outs. For example, in Calcutta, PwC and EY, companies like PwC and EY are hiring people who have completed just level 1. So you can get your job just after completing level 1. You don't have to worry about that. And we will also be providing you placement support. Yes. Yes, Rima. So Rima has asked, if a CS wants to go in finance, then can we opt for CFA? That is right, Rima. If you want to understand finance and you want to explore the world of finance while doing CS, then CFA would be the right path for you. Okay, so now for everybody, if you want to purchase the MEPL classes, you can simply go to the meplclasses.com. That is our website. Go to the courses button and select international courses. Once you get into international courses, you can go to categories and filter CFA. And from here, you can get the CFA class. Right now, we are offering the class at a discount, so purchase as soon as possible before the prices rise. Now, before ending, I would ask if you have any final questions, anybody?
No, sir. Just again, thank you for this long-awaited initiative.
Thank you so much.
So I want to ask that in like an article in CA we do article shift. So
Yes.
in CFA also do we need to go through any internship or anything else?
Okay, so before getting the CFA charter, after you have completed all levels of CFA, to get your CFA charter, you have to have 4,000 hours of work experience in relevant fields. Before that, you cannot get your CFA charter. So it's not like you cannot give the exams. You are permitted to give the exams, but you won't be given your CFA charter till you complete 4,000 hours of work ex over a period of 3 years. And the things that are considered to be relevant for work experience, you can get that on the CFA Institute website.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
So what is a stipend?
So there is no stipend as such for CFA. There's no prescribed stipend. Different companies offer different stipends to CFA pass outs. But for level 1, people who have completed only level 1, it is seen approximately 6 lakhs per annum is something that you can expect after completing level 1.
So in Kolkata, 6 lakh, in Bangalore, Mumbai.
In Kolkata, you can get 4 to 6, approximately 4 to 6.
Approximate 4 to 6.
After only level 1.
After only one. Or is it compulsory to do 4,000 hours
That is to get your CFA charter. Means after you complete all the exams, then you have to do 4,000 hours of WorkX to get your CFA charter. That is after your charter, you can write CFA before your name.
Any benefit if I done this training before CFA level 2?
No, there's no such benefit from the CFA Institute for doing the WorkX.
Not from CFA Institute, but as a job perspective.
Definitely. Then getting a WorkX is very relevant and very important for your career. So I would also recommend that as soon as you complete your CFA levels, after level 1 itself, it's recommended that you start working and start doing some internship. That is very important and relevant for you to progress in your work life, for your career.
As in CA exam, just 2 exam held in a year. So just like in CFA.
So I showed that. Let me present that PPT again. So you can see this. So level 1 is taking place 4 times a year. Feb, May, August, November. Level 2 thrice. And level 3 is happening twice. So this is the chart. You can follow this for more details.
Sir, in CA level, we got exemption if we fail in some paper. So as such criteria in CFA?
No. There's no such exemptions. You cannot get any exemptions. So CA exam takes place over a period of 7 days, 8 days. So one subject is getting 1 day. In CFA, it's not that. CFA exam takes place in 1 day itself. So you go today, the exam happens in 2 sessions. Two sessions of approximately 2 hours, 15 minutes each. You'll get in 2 hours, 15 minutes. Then you take a 15 minutes break and you can go for the second part. So you will be done with the CFA exam in just 1 day.
Okay, sir.
So I have one more question. Since I'm doing CA articleship, so if I go for CFA, so would I get any exemption from 4,000 hours since I have done my CA articleship?
No. So CA articleship, in my understanding, CA articleship would not be considered for work experience, but you can clarify that with the institute.
And so what if I go for industrial training? I have done industrial training 1.5 years.
So that depends what kind of work you are doing there, right? So at the CFA Institute website, they specify certain job roles. So for example, some people, when they do their industrial training, if you are doing industrial training in Goldman Sachs, suppose, that might be considered.
Yeah.
So it depends where you are doing your industrial training. So everything, like details about work experience, can be found on the CFA website. It's very subjective. So you can talk to the CFA Institute. So we can never provide you with an exact answer for that.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So if you have any more queries, please tell me.
So if a student clearing CFA exam, are they exempt any paper in CFA level 1?
No, I'm really sorry, but you are not getting any exemption from CFA exams. If you are giving CFA, you have to appear for everything.
As such, ACCA given that.
Yes, I did not get.
ACCA given lots of exemptions for those who students clear CFA.
I'm sorry, I cannot get your question. Your voice is
As
not
such,
audible.
ACCA students get lots of.
Yeah. ACCA is getting exemption because ACCA is more accounting based. So ACCA and CA both are accounting based exams, but CFA is finance based. It's not accounting based. So CFA is not giving any exemptions. Plus, look at the fact that like CFA exam, you have just 1 day. You are giving the entire paper in 1 day. So what will be exempt?
Okay.
Any practical experience in your classes?
We will be teaching every subject with practical understanding. You do not have to worry about that. So CFA is a course which you cannot do theoretically. You have to understand every subject with practical experience. We have like our tutors, they have been getting practical experience from investment in the investment world, doing investment analysis by themselves, doing portfolio management work by themselves. And we will be giving you insights into the professional world so that you can understand better.
Please share one example for better understanding.
I did not get your question, sorry.
एक example बताइए जैसे आप कोई topic को.
So for example, when we are doing derivatives, we will be seeing the live stock market during our classes to understand how derivatives work, how the prices of derivatives are changing. When we are doing equity, we will be researching about companies and how the equity stocks of the companies are changing prices and how do we understand equity. So we will be understanding every subject with practical experience. Do not worry about that.
Okay.
So can you explain how CFA helps to get entered into MBB?
I'm sorry, I did not get the question.
Sir, my voice is not clear.
No, can you please repeat the question?
Can you explain how CFA helps to get into top 3 firms like McKinsey, Barclays,
Achha,
Bain &
MBB.
Company?
Okay, MBB. You're saying you're
MBB.
talking about MBB. So directly, it's for MBB, CFA is definitely relevant. Even the MBB is generally picking up students from only MBA for MBA institutes. But if you're a very good student, and you have WorkX. So with CFA, if you have the relevant WorkX, MBB will definitely pick you up. But for that, you also need WorkX. You cannot just do CFA and expect MBB to pick you up. You have to do relevant work experience. You have to create your portfolio in a way that MBB picks you up.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, students. I hope that there are no more queries left. We would like to end the seminar now. If you have any more queries, do not wait. Call us at any moment and I will be there to solve all queries that you have. Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye.